The Patagonia Ascensionist 30L pack is a super versatile modular pack that's built for high altitude climbing or fast and light adventures in the mountains. It certainly has features that cater to lightweight day hiking as well, but its main purpose was for the climber who's looking to go fast and light in any season. The pack is built with a variety of different materials. It's got a 210D Cordura ripstop material, so it's got really good durability throughout while still being lightweight and a supple material, so it's very flexible and moves with you while you're climbing and hiking. It is lightly water resistant. It has a light PU coating on the outside, so you are going to get water resistance with the pack, but it's not fully waterproof, so keep that in mind. If it's really pouring or really coming down hard, you may still want a rain cover. On the back side, you do have a lightly padded suspension system, but there's not a whole lot going on in the suspension system in order to keep the pack flexible and keep it moving with you while you climb. So we're more worried about the climb, not necessarily the hike. So you want to make sure that you've got minimal materials here to keep it very flexible. There is a minimally padded back panel, and on the inside there is actually a bivy pad or the foam sheet that you can remove to go even lighter, go even more flexible, or include it there for that extra support. But it is going to protect from the hard goods that you have in your pack, whether that's the ice screws, cams, or any other climbing hard goods. It's going to give you the protection on the back side. You do have lightly padded shoulder straps as well. They've got a little bit of support to them, but they're not so soft that they're going to roll on you and not provide any cushion. So it's a good balance there. And what I really like about the back panel, Patagonia's put some thought into the stitching and the durability. So everything is reinforced. The shoulder straps are stitched in lower than the actual seam, so you get reliability there. The haul loop is double reinforced, and it's stitched down almost halfway down the back panel. You can actually feel a little bump here at the yoke of the shoulders, and that's where it's getting all of its reinforcement. So you can really yank on this thing, and it's not gonna blow out if you just pick up a heavy pack. So really thoughtful construction with the durability and enhancing the durability in the pack. You do have a sternum strap, and that is adjustable should you need to do that, which is convenient. You can just take it off if you don't want it as well. And you've got a webbing hip belt, and that's great for stabilizing the pack, and you can leave that at home if you don't want it. So again, versatility, you've got options to take things off and put them onto this pack. Another really nice feature that enhances this pack and the durability and the reliability is the base. So Patagonia's included some foam in the base of the pack. It's on the front and it's on the whole bottom of the pack. So you've got really nice reinforcement here. It's gonna help to reduce the chance of you putting holes in the bottom of the pack if you're dragging it a little bit or if it scrapes up against some rocks. It's really nice padded enhancement, and conveniently it kind of stands up on its own too when you don't have it fully loaded. So when you start to shove your gear in there, you get the heavier things toward the bottom and it kind of just stays open for you, so it makes it a lot easier to load it out completely. So really nice enhancement with that padded base of that pack. The access points of this pack are pretty interesting. There's only one true access point, but it is versatile. You can change up how to access the gear or how to store your gear if you need to, so we'll talk about that a little bit. The main point here is this cinch. You've got a buckle looped through a little webbing tab here, and that's gonna allow you to open the pack up. It isn't a panel loading pack, but it's also not a top loading kind of hooded pack. It's kind of a little bit of both. So when you open up that lid, you'll see that the opening is a cinch opening, but it's not straight up and down. So you have a little bit of an interesting 3/4 opening here. They've included a little bit more of a durable, reliable cinch here, so it holds much better. You do need two hands to open it, so it's not gonna open on you if you just try to pick the pack up, so that's really convenient. And there's a lot going on here. You can easily access your gear. You kind of do have a lid with a small pocket on it, but it's not floating. It is fixed to the pack. You can't take it off, and it's just gonna let you get to your gear. You've got a loop on the front here. You've got a daisy chain on the underside, and that does have a purpose. So what you can do if you overstuff the pack, if you have way too much gear in here, or if you just wanna lash a rope to the top, you can do that. The way you do that is you take off the webbing strap with the buckle on the top. You can actually move it up to this little loop at the base of the opening, and then you use the buckle to attach it to the underside of the pack. So you can still cinch down the opening, it's gonna stay closed, but you still get that strap to act as a rope strap to hold your rope on. So it's a really neat, versatile design, and you can really make it work for you depending on your purpose, depending on your activity, your objective. Again, on the inside, you've got one single large opening, so you can store all of your gear in there quickly and easily. You have access to everything that you need to go climbing. There is a small zippered pocket there for valuables, so you have access to some small things, whether you want to keep keys there, some sensitive documents, a credit card if you need it, if you're going on the trail and stopping at a shop. And again, you have access to the pocket where that bivy pad or that padded back panel is going to live. So there's your internal access points. Looking out at the outside of the pack, there's quite a lot going on, so we'll talk about some of that. First, you've got a lot of different attachment points on the outside. I'll start with these purple daisy chains on this pack. They do vary, but daisy chains are built into the pack, and they're stitched directly into the seams, so they're living on the actual structure of the pack itself. They're not just sewn into the face fabric for looks. They are functional, they are useful, and you can definitely get some use out of them. The daisy chains have multiple points, and it does come with these ice axe holders, and there's actually a couple tabs at the bottom for your ice axe loops. I've just got kind of a nut tool attached to the daisy chain here, so you can see that they are usable and they're really durable. Those ice axe holders, you've actually got two options. So you've got your traditional ice axe loop, but if you have a newer aged ice tool with the hole in kind of the adze at the top, you can stick this little T-bar through the hole, attach the ice axe there, and bring the handle up and Velcro the handle down. If you don't plan to use ice tools, or if you don't have ice tools, it's not a problem. You can ignore the lower portion. You can actually take off the upper Velcro straps pretty quickly and easily. So they don't need to be attached, they don't need to be there. If you want to use them for trekking poles, you can, but if you don't need them at all, you can just leave them at home. So really convenient to have things that you can take off the pack as well as use when they're required. You have loops on the sides as well, which I think are pretty neat, and I've got it rigged up here so you can see how they could possibly be used. You can clip carabiners to those loops if you need to, or you can use gear that you'll already have in your kit. So I've got just a sling here and another carabiner, and create your own kind of strap situation. So what I could do is I could take the jacket off if I need to shed layers. I could easily just kind of stuff it in the side of the pack under that strap, and you're ready to go. So it's a sling that I plan to use later in the day, but for now, while I'm doing my hike, while I'm generating some body heat, I can just shove that jacket in there and be good to go and be a little bit more cool on the trail. So it's a really neat system. You can really use the pack to your advantage depending on what your objective is. Overall, very versatile, very lightweight, very flexible. It is perfect for alpine climbing, great for ice climbing, great for lightweight day hikes or day adventures. Just an all-around good pack, durable, comfortable, and minimal. It is the Patagonia Ascensionist 30 liter. Thanks for watching. If you have any additional questions about the gear that you just saw, feel free to visit backcountryedge.com to get in touch with me or one of our other gear specialists. We have detailed product descriptions and specs, and often for a lot of our products, we have additional bonus videos. And if you like what we do here on YouTube, please subscribe.